Well, I'm here at the Boar's Head Inn with Virginia men's tennis coach Brian Boland, one of my favorite guys, and thank you for joining me here on Whitey 365.
Good to be here, Whitey.
Let's talk a little bit about this weekend. Very exciting stuff going on here at the Boar's Head. You guys take on some really good teams. You got Texas coming in on Friday, and then Florida on Saturday, and then Texas A&M on Sunday. Those are about the cream of the crop there in college tennis.
Yeah, it's been a long time since we ever brought three teams in back to back this strong. We certainly had some great matches over the years in Charlottesville, but we're defending our 89 match home winning streak, which is exciting for the guys. And we're doing it with some highly contested opponents in Texas, Florida, and obviously Texas A&M, all powerhouses around the country. So should be great for our team. We'll be tested early. It should certainly get us ready for National Indoors, which we're hosting 2 weeks later on the 17th of February. So it's an exciting time for Virginia tennis. I'm excited about how far we've come. We had a tremendous 3 weeks down in Florida, training, playing tournaments, getting ready for the year on clay, which I think really helped us get in the kind of physical shape that we'd like to be. And we've had a good a week and a half here practicing, and we're ready to go.
Now I'm going to put you on the spot a little here, Johan Creek. $1,000,000 question a lot of fans want to know is how you're going to work in all this talent and what your top of your lineup might look like. Now, without giving anything away to your competitors this weekend, what could fans maybe expect to see, especially with how that you're going to work that top three with all that talent there, and Damajan and Jenkins and Mitchell Frank, who's one of the best freshmen or players overall in the country?
Well, one of the great things about this team, and I can say that for all three of those young men, Jameer Jenkins, who's our team captain, Mitchell Frank, who's currently the #1 player in the country and is a freshman, and of course Alex Damajan, who was a preseason #1 and then had to sit out the fall with a shoulder injury, is back and 100% healthy. So they're unselfish, and we'll work through that situation. I'm certainly not concerned about that whatsoever. I'm proud of how each player has transitioned into the spring season and done what they can in the fall to prepare for the spring. So we'll be ready to go. Those things will take care of themselves, and we're certainly looking forward to the bottom of the lineup getting stronger and evolving throughout the season as well. I think we're actually a little bit further ahead of schedule than what I had anticipated at this point. The guys are playing well, they're feeling good, and we're doing well. It's a great team, and they're very committed.
A very Switzerland kind of answer there from Johan Creek. That reminded me of when Coach Bennett the other night was asked about the Shaka Smart comments and the best teams in the Virginia are from the CAA, and Bennett treaded very carefully. So you're obviously learning from Tony Bennett.
Well, if there's one guy you want to learn from, it's Coach Bennett. We've spent a lot of time talking to Coach Bennett over the phone, and I have a lot of admiration and respect for him, and I'm not surprised his team's 18-3 and 5-2 in the ACC. I had a chance to watch a Clemson ball game last night, and despite the low scoring, he seems to be coming out on top more often than not. So you got to appreciate the job Coach Bennett's doing. He's a great man.
Just looking a little ahead to the outdoor season, I know we're smack in the middle getting ready for ITAs and all that. But, talking to some of your guys, Alex and some other people, it sounds like their focus is really there this year to try to do it and bring home that NCAA outdoors.
Yeah, they are. They're committed to their physical fitness, all aspects of the game to become better tennis players every day, and certainly our goal is to play our best tennis in May. No compromise in that. Certainly we'd love to play well over the weekend. It won't be our best tennis of the year, obviously, but we'll certainly continue to hopefully get better with each day of practice and each match, and really think long term, and again, not compromise anything any day in terms of getting better, and kind of put ourselves in some extremely uncomfortable situations, which we've done with our schedule this year. We've got a tough indoor schedule in February,
sure, and
then we go and we play Mississippi and Mississippi State on the road, which is a really, really rigorous place to play, and a lot of people don't know that, but playing down in Mississippi is tough, and two SEC teams that are both top 15. So we're going to have our hands full this year. We have a tough non-conference schedule, and then, of course, the ACC is always competitive. So I think we're going to be ready when it counts in May, and that's our goal.
Now, Kourtney seems to me like a guy who could really be a key to this season. Last year, he struggled with the injury bug a little bit. How is he looking? Is he back to health? And do you agree that he's kind of a key guy for you guys this year?
No question. Kourtney, once again, will be a key factor in our success. He's leaner than ever. He's worked extremely hard on his physical fitness. He's hitting the ball well. He had all that time off because he broke his foot before the NCAA championships last year, and we lost him for the NCAAs from the Sweet 16 on. He played doubles with a broken foot because he's a he's a tough young
He's
man
a warrior.
and somehow was a warrior enough to get through it. But it was obviously very painful. But he was really only at 50%, even playing doubles for us at best. And then, of course, he got himself back together over the summer and fall. He's lean. He's playing the best tennis that I've seen him since then, and probably better than I've ever seen him play in his life right now. So
wow.
I'm very happy with where he's at. He's been a great team leader along with Jameer. We have two excellent captains that are committed to the cause. They really, I think, are trying to create a culture of discipline and competitiveness that this team needs. And I think, again, the Florida trip really helped kind of bring everybody together and focus on the things that we need to do for the upcoming season.
I guess I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you a little bit about Jameer because of his great, unbelievable off-season that he had, and him really just sort of coming into his own, it seemed like. I mean, was that just put a smile on your face?
It does. It's one of the most rewarding things you can see as a coach, as a young man evolve over the years. You know, I remember him as a young, emotional freshman that would often easily get frustrated, and he's really become more and more professional each year. He's become a better leader. He's demanded more of himself and thus more of others around him. He has an extremely professional approach for the most part, and he's working harder and harder on attending those details every day to make sure that he's taking advantage of all the opportunities and resources within the program. He's asking a lot of questions. He wants to be the best, not only on the court, but he was on the honor roll, ACC honor roll last semester, so he's doing a great job in the classroom as well. He became team captain this past year, and then he had a great run in France, which I think was great for him when he went with the U.S. team, and then he trained hard over winter break, you know, going down to Boca, and then met us up in Miami and had a great 3 weeks down there. So just proud of the success he's had, not only in the summer and the fall, but kind of how much he's evolved, not only as a player but as a person. And as we know, they go hand in hand. He's a great leader for us right now.
Well, it should be an exciting season. I'm really excited to cover you guys again. And this weekend, let's get all the Wahoo fans out there, right? Friday night, Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, Friday at 6 against Texas, 1 o'clock on Saturday against Florida Gators, and then, of course, 1 o'clock on Sunday against the Texas A&M Aggies. And the great thing is that's before the Super Bowl. Plenty of time to watch tennis, go home and watch the Super Bowl.
There you go.
And we look forward to having everyone out. Again, we have an 89-match home winning streak to defend, so we need all the help we can get, and it makes a big difference. So thanks a lot, Whitey.
Hey, thanks for joining me here on Whitey 365. My arm's hurting. Time to stop.